For the Alberta region, Alberta Northwest Territory region, from Spruce View, Alberta, we have Rolf and Mary Van Bentham.
Hello, everyone. We are Rolf and Mary Van Bentham, and we have a dairy farm in central Alberta near the hamlet of Spruce View. We own Van Bentham Dairy with my parents, Evert and Jeanette, who moved to Canada from the Netherlands in 2000. We have 4 active boys, Lars, Noah, Finn, and Toby. I was 16 years old when my family immigrated to Canada. You would think that would be a difficult age to move, but my parents involved my brothers and I in the process, making it a smooth transition. We realized that Canada gave our family more opportunities for our farm. My parents encouraged me to explore all my options with the knowledge that the farm would always be there for me. I earned a sport management diploma out of high school. Then I decided to travel to Holland and compete in a professional speed skating league. While there, I worked for a veterinarian who specialized in embryo recovery and transplantation in cows. After 4 months, I returned to Canada and enrolled in adults college, where I earned an agricultural production and sport and management diploma. In 2008, I took the opportunity to purchase a quarter of land that became available close to the home farm. At that time, I officially joined my parents in partnership at Van Bentham Dairy. A short year later, I met Mary, whose family happened to live just down the road.
My family were farmers who moved to the Spruce View area in the 1950s. Growing up, my parents had a hog and later a beef farm. Early in my childhood, my parents left farming for my mom to pursue a career in financial services. I grew up on basically a glorified acreage at that point in time. After graduating high school, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I enjoyed learning, so I attended Red Deer College to explore my options. I started working at my mom's office part-time just to help her out, and I gradually moved from organizing files to becoming her full-time office manager and getting my life insurance and mutual funds licenses. Growing up, I knew who the Van Benthams were, even giving Rolf's little brother a ride home from school on occasion, but we didn't actually meet until my second year of college. It didn't take long after meeting for me to figure out that he was where I wanted to be. Eventually, he figured it out too. We got married in 2010, and I officially joined the business in 2012 when we incorporated. I'm constantly learning, from bookkeeping and records management to assisting Rolf in the barn or the fields.
So we currently milk 120 cows with about 150 young stock. When my parents purchased this farm originally, it was a hog farm. It was converted to a dairy, and my parents started milking with 80 cows. Since then, we expanded our land and milking herd and built new facilities, including a heifer barn, a hay shed, and a commodity shed.
We have an automated milk system with 2 Lely milk robots that we installed in 2018. We're continually looking to the future and ways we can improve our operation. One of our next projects will be a new dry cow facility that could later be used to expand our milking herd with an additional milk robot. We use a voluntary access system, and recently we upgraded our free stalls, making them larger and replacing our deep sawdust bedding with water beds. The main goals being increased cow comfort and better mastitis management. Results have been amazing, with a drastic reduction in our mastitis cases this last year.
A dry cow and heifer barn has loose housing with headlock gates for easy treatment, vaccination, and AI service. It houses our dry cows that are close to calving and our heifers from 6 to 18 months of age. Our animal housing is closely located to our silage pits and commodity shed to make feeding as efficient as possible. Outside our milk barn, we have 26 calf hutches. All the younger calves get bottle fed twice a day. Eventually, they graduate to buckets and are introduced to grain. At 3 months, they are weaned from milk and moved to group housing. Working with the calves is a great way for us to get our boys involved on the farm.
The automated milk system has allowed us to put more of our time and focus on the cows that need it. The system also generates a ton of data in the form of numerous reports. We can monitor individual cow health, milk quality, activity levels, breeding data, and more. The information available is a great management tool for us. Maintenance of the robots is extremely important since they need to run 24/7, 365 days a year. Any unnecessary shutdowns need to be dealt with quickly to ensure that the cows have minimal interruptions to their access and adversely to their milk production.
Our crop production is a very important aspect of our operation. High quality forages and quality grain helps us get higher production and healthier cows. We manage 840 acres for feed and cash crops. We grow grass, alfalfa, barley, wheat, and canola. We try to control as much of the process as we can, which led to us investing in our own combine this year. This is a first for us, and we anticipate that we will be able to increase our grain quality by having more control on when and how we harvest. We feed our lactating cows a PMR ration every day. We have a great connection with our nutritionist who has been with us since we started farming in Canada. With him, we can ensure the best ration for our cows. It contains rolled barley, supplement, alfalfa or grass hay, alfalfa haylets, and barley silage. We use an automatic grain roller in our commodity shed to roll our homegrown barley, and from our feed supplier, we purchase a supplement and a roll-out pellet. We have an automated feed pusher that runs every hour to ensure the cows have constant access to the feed. So high quality forages really drive milk production, and we utilize custom silencing to ensure the best possible results. Our pits are then tested by a nutritionist for feed analysis to ensure accuracy within our feed ration, and we work hard to make the best with what we have. We ask a lot of our land, and it is vital for our sustainability to take good care of it.
We utilize crop rotations and do soil sample tests every spring. Along with using our own manure to fertilize our fields, we supplement where necessary based on those testing with chemical fertilizers from a local company. Maintaining good soil structure and balanced nutrient levels will keep our land healthy and fruitful. In keeping with this philosophy, we recently poured a new concrete slab for a solid manure storage, with the fluids draining into our lagoon. This controls the runoff from draining to where we don't want it, the nearby creek and the ditches. Proper manure storage is one way we are proactive in supporting environmental health. The most important job on our dairy farm is animal care. Happy and healthy cows are the backbone of our business. So along with keeping our cows clean, comfortable, and well-fed, a lot of our focus is on herd health. When we renovated our barn to install our milking robots, we were able to convert our old milking parlor into a larger attention pen for fresh and sick cows, along with a few calf stalls to supplement our outdoor calf hutches. They come in very useful in the very cold winters.
So training with a vet in Holland, I was able to learn many skills, from the most basic being general herd health, like pregnancy checking, to more specialized skills like toggle surgery for displaced abomination, and the embryo recovery and transplantation process. These skills are a game changer for our operation, allowing us a great amount of control with our health and our breeding program. The embryo recovery and transplantation practice is protected by veterinarians, so I'm only allowed to perform it for our farm and my brothers. We work as a team. I handle the hands-on aspect, and my brother locates and isolates the embryos from the solution. We are very proud to perform this complicated procedure ourselves.
You see that? That's date night.
This is Benthamer Loverman Malika. She's an embryo result and is the highest scored cow in her herd with 92 points. She also has received 2 Superior Production Awards, and she's my herd favorite right now. And another good example of an embryo result was Benthamer Duplex Jaylee. She was an ET calf out of a very good pedigreed purchased cow. All calves and cows out of this cow family have very friendly personalities and therefore are herd favorites of Mary and the boys.
Rolf has a passion for cows and genetics, and he's always working on improving our herd. We strive to have a healthy herd with longevity and high production. We believe that Holstein Canada's classification system is a great tool for the industry. The information collected is used to adapt the system and make changes to improve the Canadian dairy breed. So we also work closely with our genetic advisor to make the best possible breeding decisions for our herd. We've been genotyping all our calves, getting a report on the genetic strengths and weaknesses. So all of that information is a very valuable management tool.
This is Benthamer Chelios Haven. She's a special cow that we recently pictured and advertised with. She impressively scored Excellent 92 and is a second generation homebred excellent, as well as having 2 Superior Production Awards. Receiving awards and recognition for our breeding program gives us faith in continuing to utilize these tools. This last year, we attained a long-time goal of ours, becoming Breeder of the Year for Alberta. In continuing these practices, we hope to one day be named Master Breeder by Holstein Canada.
We think that it's important to take an active role in our local and our dairy community. Rolf is currently president of our local Holstein Club and a director on the Alberta Holstein Association Board. Getting involved allows us to learn and grow as a producer, while also building connections for us and our children within the industry. With our club, we have events such as a classification night, farm safety day, and our barn cow competition. We love finding ways to involve our kids in the dairy community. I grew up in Spruceview, and it's a small community centered around our kindergarten to grade 12 school. In small town rural life, you rely on your neighbors and they rely on you. Participating on boards and helping to organize events in the community helps to create an environment for our children where they can thrive and be supported. Sports are our passion outside of farming. Both Rolf and I grew up in very active families, and our boys seem to be following in that legacy. In the spring, we run the Spruceview Soccer Club for our community, everything from organizing to coaching. In the winter, we are involved in our local hockey association. I've been a team manager, the treasurer, and now registrar for the association. And Rolf, since we've installed our milk robots, has been able to step in and coach.
So before COVID, we were able to host a kindergarten class from Spruceview for a farm tour. It is a great way for us to share our slice of agriculture with the community. Letting kids experience firsthand where the dairy products come from and how we take care of our animals. We love being able to advocate for agriculture this way. The COVID-19 pandemic caused a major disruption in our market the spring of 2020. The processors had the big challenge of adapting and changes in demand. We stayed focused on what we could control as producers and kept faith knowing that the demand was there and trusting our industry partners to make the necessary changes. For us, the pandemic was superseded by a pivotal moment in our farming career. In February of 2020, right after we won the regional COYF in Alberta, we had a bacterial outbreak at our farm. 20% of our herd was affected by Mycoplasma bovis, a bacteria that is hard to treat and rare in closed herds, even more so in Alberta. We had to work closely with our vet and reach out to more specialized scientists in the industry to even identify the bacteria, let alone work towards a treatment plan. We were eventually able to develop a protocol for handling these cases, and a year later we were ecstatic to be declared mycoplasma-free. We are using the experience now to help our industry by being open with our fellow producers and working with our researchers to get more knowledge about the bacteria.
A life in farming is never boring. You're always faced with new challenges, but we have a competitive spirit that drives us. So we will continue to look for ways to adapt and grow as individuals and in business. The rewards to us and our family are worth it. We're so thankful to be able to raise our kids on a family farm, and we plan to give them the same opportunity in agriculture that we had. In closing, we want to say thank you to the OIF family. We are so thankful for this community that recognizes young farmers and their accomplishments. The value in this program is immeasurable, and we are so proud to be a part of this group of honorees.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mary and Roloff. We'll open this now to questions with our virtual friends today, as well as anyone in the room.
Really hard on us.
Obviously, we're very familiar with the genomics testing in the dairy industry as well, but how do you see like the genetic testing that you're doing? Do you see it making a huge impact on your herd? And how much do you think correlates back to the environment also that you raise that animal in?
That's on you.
I see it as a helping tool for our breeding decisions. It helps with the inbreeding factor and also to avoid haplotypes and the HCD. To make sure we don't breed those together, so we don't get abortions. And then the genetic side of it, like we haven't seen all the results yet. We have been doing the first calves that we did are coming out now. So, but you definitely see the ones that were predicted high for milk are your high producing ones. And
It's just part of the puzzle. It's just more information.
we see it more as a tool as going 100% genomics. That's for sure. Yeah.